I have taken a numerical. Two blocks A and B are placed between two planes, horizontal and vertical planes, and block A is tied with a string which is also horizontal, and a pulling force P is applied on block B, which is also horizontal, to pull this block. Now we have to find the value of P, minimum value of P for impending motion. This is the question, and we have to solve this question, and it's a very important question for engineering competitive students. Just earlier I have explained that how to draw the free body diagram of blocks on block. Just I am taking the block A, for free body diagram. I have explained earlier that to draw the free body diagram you have to cross the blocks at the center, and this one is the y-axis, this one is the x-axis. We have to put the load of the block as a downward on y-axis, and this one is 10 kg means 100 Newton, because to convert the mass into weight we have to multiply by the g, and I have taken the value of g is approximately 10. So value of weight is 100 Newton for this block A, and similarly a normal reaction acts opposite to this weight, and for block A it is Na. Suppose I have taken it Na, and a string is tied with block A, so we have to take the tension force in the string which acts outward of the blocks, and another block is B, which is also on the horizontal plane, and I have drawn two axes x and y. This one is the place of weight, this is 200 Newton is given, and this one is the place of normal reaction, NB, for block B, and a horizontal force P is applied, and we have to find the minimum value of P for impending motion. So now we have to put the value of force of friction opposite to the motion impends, and that will be mu NB, opposite to the motion. Now I have explained earlier that you have to take the force of friction opposite to this frictional force. So we have to put the frictional force mu Na for block A opposite to this direction, because block A is kept on block B, so weight of block A acts on block B, so some reaction forces are also acting on block B. So we have to take this force of friction in opposite direction to this block B, mu Na, and a normal reaction of this block is also acts in opposite direction on block B, that is Na. Now free body diagram of both blocks are ready. This is the FBD1 and this one is FBD2. This one is to draw the free body diagram is the most important things to solve a numerical. So you have to draw each and every forces minutely. Now we have to write the equation for free body diagram 1 and 2. That's very simple. For free body diagram of 1, sigma fx is equal to 0. Because this one is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis. This one the positive direction of x, this one is the negative direction of x. This one is the positive direction of y, this one is the negative direction of y. So positive force in x direction is mu n1 Na minus t equal to 0. This one is the first equation. And for y, sigma fy is equal to 0. Na is the positive force minus 100 equal to 0. This one is the second equation. Now I have to put the value of Na in equation 1, and mu is also given in the question 1 by 5. So we can get easily the value of T, the tension in string. So Na is equal to, therefore Na equal to 100 Newton and T is equal to 1 by 5 of 100. It means 20 Newton. So tension in the string is 20 Newton. Now we have to write the equation for free body diagram 2. Similarly, we have to write the equation for x direction, sigma fx is equal to 0, and P is the positive force and both frictional force is negative. So we have to write P minus mu Na minus mu Nb equal to 0. This one is the equation 3rd. And sigma Fy equal to 0. Nb is positive, Na is negative, and 200 is also negative in y direction equal to 0. We can find the value of Nb by putting value of Na from here and put Na and Nb in equation 3, then we will get the value of P. So therefore Nb equal to, the value of Na is 100, so Nb equal to 300, and therefore P equal to 1 by 5 Na means 100 plus 1 by 5 value of Nb equal to 300. So minimum value of P we have got, this one is the 20 and this one is the 60. It means it is 80 Newton force is the minimum force which we have to apply at block B for impending motion. So this is the solution of this question. If you have the concept about the free body diagram and how to make the equations, then you can solve each and every questions. This is the second question on inclined plane. There are two blocks A and B of masses 10 kg and 15 kg are placed on an inclined plane of inclination 45 degree, and they are connected by a string over a frictionless pulley. Now we have to find the minimum value of P, that is the least value of P, by which motion impends, and mu at all contact surfaces is 1/5 is given. So firstly we have to draw the free body diagram of blocks A and B. This one is the free body diagram. For block A. Now we have to draw the x and y axis at the center of block A. This is the block A, and weight acts at 90 degree to the horizontal, and mass is given of the block A, that is 10 kg. So we have to convert the 10 kg into Newton, so multiplied by G, and I have assumed the G equal to 10, so that's why the weight is 100 Newton, and this angle will also be 45 degree. We have discussed it earlier, and this one is the y-axis. Normal reaction will act at 90 degree to the inclined plane, that's why it will act on y-axis. For block A, this one is the string, so this side we have to apply the tension in a string, that is T, outward to the block A. For A, we can write the normal reaction is Na, that will be better. But for T, tension, the string is connected from A to B. This is the one piece of string, so tension will be equal for block A and B. So there is no need to write the tension A and B, that will be the similar. So I have written only T, not TA and TB. And second free body diagram for block B. We have to similarly draw the x and y axis, and at the right angle to the horizontal plane, this is the place of weight, and mass is given 15 kg, so weight will be 150 Newton, and this angle will be 45 degree, and this is the place of normal reaction of block B, that is NB, and T is also acting right side of the block B, so we have to take T in this side and P left to the block. Now we have to put the force of friction for both the blocks. Earlier I have told you that first and foremost we have to draw the frictional force of block B opposite to the applied load P, that will be opposite to the P, so it will act in this direction, that is mu NB. Now we have to draw the frictional force opposite to this one, and that is mu Na. And again, to place this frictional force at the upper side of the block B in opposite direction, that is mu Na, and the normal reaction Na must be put on y-axis of this block but in opposite direction. So I have taken Na at this place. We can also take it at the center but in opposite to the opposite direction to this one. So both the free body diagram are ready to make the equations. This is very interesting question. This is the free body diagram 1, FBD1. We can write this is the 1, FBD1, and this one is the FBD2. For FBD1, this one is the FBD1. Sigma fx equal to 0. Now we have to draw the equation of x, that is a summation of forces acting in x direction. This one is the x direction because this is the axis assumed by me, that is x and y. So this one is the x and this one is the y. T is the positive force in x direction, mu Na is the negative force in x direction. But this weight is acting between x and y. So we have to take the component of this weight in x and y direction. In x direction it will be negative and in y direction it will be also negative, but in x direction it will be 100 sine 45 and in y direction it will be 100 cos 45 degree, and we have discussed it earlier. So in x direction, that is T minus mu Na minus 100 sine 45 degree equal to 0. This one is the equation 1. And for y, Na is positive force and 100 cos 45 degree is the negative force. This one is the equation 2. We can find Na from this equation 2. Na equal to, therefore Na equal to 100 by cos 45 equal to 1 by root 2. So we can write 100 by root 2. That will be 50 root 2. This is the value of Na. And now we have to put the value of Na in equation 1. Therefore T equal to mu Na. Mu means 1 by 5. Na is 50 root 2 plus 100 1 by root 2. This is the value of sine 45 degree. So we can calculate this one of T will be 10 root 2 plus 50 root 2. That will be 60 root 2. This is the value of T. Tension occurs between A and B. And now we have to take the free body diagram to FBD2. And similarly we have to write the equation for x-axis and y-axis. for x-axis, mu Na and mu Nb and T. These three forces are positive. P is negative. Whenever 150 will act on X, that will be 150 sine 45. So we have to write mu Na plus mu Nb plus T minus P minus 150 sine 45 equal to 0. This is the equation third. And for Y, Nb is positive, Na is negative, and 150 cos 45 is also negative. So Nb minus Na minus 150 cos 45 degree equal to 0. This is the equation 4. From equation 4, we can find the value of Nb. That will be Na plus 150 cos 45. The value of Na is given here. That is 50 root 2 plus 150 1 by root 2. That will be 50 root 2 plus 75 root 2. So value of Nb equal to 125 root 2. This is the value of Nb. This one is the value of Na. This one is the value of T. Now we have to put all these values in equation 3. Then we will get value of P. Therefore, P equal to mu Na. Value of mu is 1 by 5. Value of Na is 50 root 2 plus 1 by 5. Value of Nb 125 root 2 plus T, that is 60 root 2 minus 150 1 by root 2 equal to P equal to this. So we have to calculate all these values. P equal to 10 root 2 plus 25 root 2 plus 60 root 2 minus 75 root 2. That will be 70 plus 25, 95. Therefore, value of P is 20 root 2 Newton. This is the minimum value which is required for impending motion. So this is the answer. P is the answer. List value of P. So you can solve this type of question in this pattern. And free body diagram is most important thing. Whenever we will draw the free body diagram carefully and make the equation, and then mathematical work is not very important. So in this series, the next topic will be ladder friction, wedge friction and bale friction. These are three important topics we have to do in next session. And whenever you will study all the topics in series, then you will well versed in friction. So next topic will be ladder friction. Okay, thank you.